What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I'm Will. I'm up here in New York, and I just came back from New Bedford, Massachusetts. My buddy Otto has been on the channel before. I did a little bit of black fishing with him up in Martha's Vineyard, but he gave me a ring and said that they were out trolling. He's a commercial fisherman, and they were out trolling, and they got some bycatch. It's all skate. Quick just synopsis of me and who I am and what I do on the channel. I live part-time in New York, and I live part-time down in Key West, and in between travel, and I am back and forth between Key West and New York a lot. One of the things that I truly love is showcasing and utilizing underutilized species, offcuts, things like that, what's considered trash fish. For years, I've been a partner at a restaurant now here in Brooklyn, Greenpoint Fish and Lobster, and I was the chef when we first opened, and now I am lucky that I really don't have to be there like I was in the beginning. We have a really great team in place, but one of the things that we showcase at the restaurant itself is the same idea that we do a lot of underutilized species. We only do business with companies and boats that are doing the right practices. So anyway, Otto calls me. They were out for fluke and porgy, and one of the things they got is bycatch, which is an amazing fish. I'll pull up a picture here because the minute they get them on the boat, they cut the wings off because they, much like sharks, excrete urine through their skin, so you kind of have to stop that right away, and just to not take up too much space. But what I have here is the wing of a skate. A skate is a lot like a ray, a stingray, but it doesn't have the spike on its tail, but it does. I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, maybe, these little spikes here on the skin itself. Those actually do have a neurotoxin that if you poke your hands, it can sting a bit and make them go numb. Now, you take the wings off, the body gets discarded, and then you have to get the skin off. I did one last night, and you're left with this. Now there's a piece of cartilage that runs down the middle here, and you have two fillets on either side. So you can fillet that and take off both sides, and this meat is unreal. But I'm gonna leave it on the cartilage on both sides because we're gonna do southern fried skate and waffles. I'm gonna wrestle with this and get the skin off, and I'll show you how. There has to be a better way. In my life, I've only cleaned maybe 2 skate, so it's a new experience to me, and I know that there's probably a better way than what I'm doing, but I'm going to show you the way that I know how. The skin also, if any of you have ever caught a barracuda, and you know what a barracuda smells like, the skin on a skate kind of has that same smell. And that's why I think a lot of people are turned off by them. But once you get that skin off, it's pretty delicious. Now, there's a little bit of meat down here, but when you go to tear the skin off, normally that'll just rip off. So I like to take that off right away. But pliers seem to be the best. But you get a hold with the pliers, and then with your thumb, you can start working the meat away. And I know someone will chime in and tell me the easier way to do this, but unfortunately, this is all that I've found. But that's pretty much it. And you just slowly work it back. There we go. There you go. Whew. But you do want to be careful of these little spikes. They'll get you. There's just got to be an easier way, right? Am I missing something? I mean, not that this is so bad, but there we go. And now, like I said, you could take off this fillet and take off the other, but you're left with a very, very thin fillet. So I'm going to leave it on, and we are going to soak this overnight in buttermilk. Now, one of the other things I'm going to do is cut these in half, because otherwise it'd be just way too big on our waffles. Now when I get up to that bone, there we go. So there's no real bone, it's just all cartilage. But alright, so we're gonna load these up. I'm going to salt them just a little bit here. Got garlic salt. And then we're going to add buttermilk. And we're going to let this soak overnight. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So my skate wings marinated overnight. And now we're going to make our waffle batter. We're gonna make actually a dredge and our waffle batter. Got flour, cornstarch, a healthy amount of garlic salt in there. And I've said it before on the channel, I'll say it again, if you can't see your seasoning in your dredge, you don't have enough in there. Cracked black pepper. Make sure you guys can see how much I got in there. Some smoked paprika. Actually gonna move this to a bigger bowl because we'll try to dredge few of our skate wings at once. There we go. Now for our waffle batter, do about a cup of flour, handful of sugar, a little bit of baking powder, we're going to do 1 egg and about 1 cup milk. Then to that we're going to add a little bit of melted butter. Okay, switch these out. I'm also gonna make these a little bit on the savory side, so we're gonna add furikake, which is some dried nori. It's dried seaweed, some sesame seeds. All right, and now slowly add our wet ingredients to our dry. Alright, that looks good. So everyone makes hot honey for chicken and waffles and things like that. We are going to go a little bit different, and we're going to make hot maple. Pour in a bit of my maple syrup, some crushed red pepper, a little bit of togarashi, which is Japanese crushed red pepper, and a couple of shots of ash peas. Now, if you've been watching along, you saw I use the green ash peas down in South Carolina. Well, owner saw the video and sent me this red one, which is pretty darn good. Now, we don't want to scorch this. All we're going to do is just pretty much bring it up to heat and then let it sit for a little bit. All right, so not sure if you guys can see it, but I have a little bit of steam coming off of that maple syrup, so I'm going to pull this because I don't want to scorch it. So we're going to turn that heat off and move that right back there. Are you guys ready for just the silliest thing I've ever bought? So I wanted to do this and I don't have a waffle maker. So I got this little tiny waffle maker for 10 bucks. We'll see. Could be disastrous, but we'll find out together. We'll give that, I think, like, I don't know, 3 minutes? We'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 of these. Oh, that's good. Oh, that looks like an Eggo waffle right there. We might have overfilled the waffle maker with that one, but that one came out good too. Okay, we're gonna take our skate wing and go from our buttermilk into our dredge. We're going to go double. We're going to go back into the buttermilk and then back into the dredge again. I have here some peanut oil. Also, this is from a company called Typher. You can see that they sent me out a thermometer. I'll put a, it's a nice big digital display. I'll put a link for them and a discount code. So we want this to be about $3.75. Coming up. Yeah, we're just about there. Okay. And we're going in. We are done. We're going to put this on a cooling rack to drain off some of that excess oil with our next one. Then we got our spicy maple. That is just silly. I'm very excited. All right, we're gonna dig in. This is I'm very excited. I love skate weighing to begin with, and let me get a piece out here so I can show. Oh, that looks so good. All right, for anyone who's never had skate, let me just show you what the meat looks like. That is an absolute home run. I would take that over chicken and waffles any day. So this skate, if you take the fillet off of the cartilage, it definitely can give you a bit more firm of a texture, but on the cartilage, my cartilage is going to help it steam all that gelatin and everything in the cartilage. That is so good. I know it also seems like a lot, but the skate fillets themselves don't have a ton of meat on them. They're very thin fillets. Thank you very much, Otto. From now on, you know, it's just cleaning them can be a little bit cumbersome, but from now on, I think when I come across them, unlucky for them, I probably will keep them. Can we just talk about the $10 waffle maker too? That thing did its job. I don't know how many more I'll get out of it, but for today and for now, it did its job. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for coming along. Again, thank you, Otto. I'll put the link for that thermometer, typher. And, you know, if you guys want any merch or anything, check my website. I got sweatshirts coming soon. We just finished the design on them. They're really cool. But everything will be on the website ready to go. Well, all right. I'll see you on the next one.